Every child should have access to education. It's really important for me to show my students that if they work hard, if they are committed, if they are goal-oriented, they will be successful. My name's Barbara Zielonka and I teach English at Nannestad High School, Norway. I grew up in Poland. At the age of 25, I decided to move to Norway. It was a struggle in the beginning, but I do believe that students who do have parents who come from other parts of the world will be able to see me as a role model and inspiration. When I started teaching English at Nannestad High School, 25% of students dropped out. They didn't complete high school, which is terrible. Here at Nannestad, technology is an inseparable part of my teaching. I did throw away all the course books that we were using in the past. Why? Because information that you find in course books is outdated. I want to empower my students using different digital tools and digital resources. Perfect, that would probably work.
The digital media and digital programs and technology, when you learn about something via YouTube instead of learning it from books, it makes it seem much more relevant.
Perfect, a growth mindset, okay? Today we have a Skype session between Italian students and Norwegian students.
Hello, I'm Tia.
And I'm Molina.
Where in Italy are you from?
I'm an advocate of using mobile devices in the classroom. I think that these are very powerful tools.
Do you do any sports or what do you do in your free time?
I'm dyslexic and Barbara helped me with digital technology, with podcasters instead of the old-fashioned way reading and writing, because that's really my problem.
In my classes, I focus on 21st century skills. We have to prepare our students for the unknown future. Today we'll have a treasure hunt, and it involves the use of mobile devices and the use of QR codes. But it's our task to create problem solvers, go-getters, creators, innovators, and digital learners and digital leaders. And now, what kind of company is it? I believe that teaching can place everywhere. It doesn't have to be limited to classrooms. You can learn a lot outside of the building. How many codes have you found? All of them? You can interact with the environment and with the space.
He's always using new techniques, new technologies. It is much more important to learn the way you want to learn.
I also think it's a good idea to invite experts to my classroom.
I'm Agnete and I work at Kahoot.
These are people who work in commerce, who work in business, who own their own startups.
Today I'm going to talk a little bit about how Kahoot does marketing, because that's my field.
And they share their expertise and their knowledge with my students. I want to open the door of my classroom so they are able to meet people from all over the world. I teach things that can be used afterwards in their adult life. Sometimes I teach skincare students, so I focus on ESP, which stands for English for Specific Purposes.
So you don't want to apply wax on the same area.
So you apply wax only once?
Yeah.
Okay.
She taught us to use our English in the salon. She angled the teaching towards our profession, so that helped me out a lot.
She's co-author of one of the books that is used around the country now for all vocational studies in English, and that's been a huge success.
Her work is revolutionary. She has won a lot of prizes for her works, for things that have never been done before.
I love her very much. Barbara is the best teacher I've ever had in all my years studying.
In 2017, we had only 5% dropping out, which is really incredible. My mission in education is to help my students thrive. We have to work together to make that dream happen.